In today's video for Where Winds Meet, we're going to be going over how you can get hold of an absolutely vital resource by grabbing yourself some extra dragon keys. These things are absolutely essential for anyone who wants to learn a whole bunch of weapons and just really get the best out of their builds, and obviously dragon keys are going to be used whenever you're trying to use your skill theft in order to grab new weapons off of set enemies. Now there's a few different ways that you can get hold of these dragon keys. I had one when I started leveling up and breaking through some of my levels, and then another way is when you actually go over and do the mission to learn the skill theft itself. That, if I remember correctly, is just a little ways down from Peace Bell Tower, just to the left hand side of the fast travel of the front mountain. However, by far and away the best ways to get hold of these is by going over and doing some of your outposts. You're going to want to look for these red symbols on your map. These are going to be forts. They're kind of outposts you're going to want to take down. And inside here is going to be a whole bunch of enemies, and as well as that, a little mini boss that you're going to want to take out in order to complete them. When you do these, you can get some great rewards, including some XP as well as a whole bunch of other goodies. But a lot of times you'll also find that they're going to give you a one-time bonus when you defeat them the first time of grabbing yourself an extra dragon key. What you will want to do though is check out exactly where they all are, go and look for them, because some of them don't have the same rewards, so not every single one of them is going to give you a dragon key first time. But as you plan throughout the game, unlocking more of the regions and finding more of these outposts, these are going to be the best ways to grab yourself some extra dragon keys so that you can get hold of more weapons and such. Remember, when you're going over to these outposts, even if you feel a little bit ungeared, if you're struggling with the enemies at all, depending on what setting and things you've got them on, don't forget the Panacea fan can be an absolutely amazing choice, because it's going to help you to completely heal through all of the enemy's attacks and just makes your life a whole bunch easier overall. There's going to be a lot of bandits in these camps that you're going to want to take out. Have a little look, there's some treasure and things such as that dotted around as well. And then once you have defeated enough of them, you probably want to head inside and make sure you take on the big bad boss of the area. Fight them, defeat them in whichever way's best. I usually found a strategic sword and a fan works out absolutely perfect for a bit of damage and healing, and then the only thing you're going to have to make sure of is that you've completely wiped out all of the enemies within the area, as otherwise you won't get the reward. So if there's any missing, have a little look, track them down, take them out, and then it should pop up with everything because you've completed the outpost for the first time. Then, as soon as you can, of course, you're also going to be rewarded with a chest that's well worth looting. And if you've got enough experience about yourself, you've got a bit further into the game, you'll be able to spend a bit more energy to double the loot up as well. You can get some really cool resources out of these, so they're well worth doing, as it's going to help you to upgrade a lot of your mystic skills and things such as that later on. But obviously the main thing we're after was going to be the dragon key. And you saw, after taking this out, now we've got one, making our lives a bit better, as we'll be able to use it in order to grab ourselves something nice later on. But yeah, hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. As always, there's going to be a whole bunch more content away from me. For now, take care. I'll see you on next day.